Radio Raheem here with one of the busiest men in boxing, Freddie Roach, at home at least for a bit in Los Angeles, sandwiched between two big fights. We're just coming off, obviously, the Amir Khan Crawford. I don't know. What do we call him that? What do we call the end of that fight?
Retirement.
You think that's it for Amir Khan?
Possibly. I mean, it looks like you get hit a legit low blow. And, the thing is, they give you a guy 5 minutes. If he can't continue, it's TKO. So coming off another loss, it'll be very difficult for him to come back, I feel.
He's never been one to shrink from a challenger, to shrink from danger. You've trained him, you know him, at least that well. Do you think the criticism he's facing about quitting is fair?
Not really, because it got a little confused there. They're asking the cornerman, should we stop the fight? It seemed like they had too many people around. It's a simple rule. You get a 5-minute rest. If you can't continue, you lose. And that's all there was to it. And there was, I don't really think he was quitting, because at one point during all the stuff that was happening, he put his mouthpiece in his mouth. And there's only one reason why you put your mouthpiece in your mouth, and that's to fight.
You're no stranger to training rivals. You've had fighters across the ring from you as opponents, and when they come to you for help, you're willing to step in there. You've got Jesse Vargas. He's a guy that fits that bill. Being this your first fight with him, what do you make of the guy, and what can expect from him on Saturday night that maybe we haven't seen before?
He's in great shape. He's really, his speed's unbelievable. He's got great combinations, and I think he's much more comfortable moving up in the weight class. I think he's a lot stronger, more physically stronger. He's been struggling at 47 for a long time now, and I think he's gonna be a good move for him to move up in weight class.
Well, it looks like your star pupil will be returning sometime soon. At least that's the rumor, that maybe Thurman's on the horizon for July 20th. Is that a fight that is close to being made, and how do you feel about Thurman as an opponent?
They've asked me, and I've said it's a good opponent, yes, and I think it's a good fight for Manny, and there's a couple other guys I might like better out there, but the thing is, it's a very good fight and one they can put together.
Well, this room is buzzing a bit from Triple G's announcement on social media that he's partnered with his trainer, Abel Sanchez. What do you think about that decision from Triple G, and are you on your way up to Big Bear to pick him up?
No, but the thing is, it's very, Abel and him have been together so long and have been so much success together. It's kind of a shock to me a little bit, but things happen, and the thing is, one thing about trainers, if you're going to want to be a boxing coach, get used to getting fired, because if something goes wrong, you're going to get fired. I've been fired like many times in my life, and you know what? Fighters come and go. Like my trainer told me, don't worry about it. So I said, that's why. If I get fired, I don't care. I've been fired by big guys in my life, so it's okay. It's just part of the game.
Well, when everyone thought you had been fired by Manny Pacquiao, your son, your star pupil, your guy, he came back. He recognized that Freddie Roach needed to be a part of his story. If Triple G is out there in the wilderness, he's got a fight coming up already. Is that someone you'd like to work with? And if so, what would you do?
Well, Triple G is a great fighter, but the thing is, Abel is a good friend, and there's been no calls and nothing like this, so I don't think I really have to worry about that.
And Freddie, lastly, being so busy, having so many guys like Scott Quigg from the other side of the pond in your stable, what is like the one thing that you feel like is the reason people come to Freddie Roach at different stages in their career? You've got Vargas now, Pacquiao's back, like everyone finds their way to Freddie Roach at some point. Why you?
Well, Quigg's a really hard worker, and he's looking for someone that would push him a little bit more. And the thing is, Quigg just had surgery yesterday, and the fight's off right now, but he'll be back soon.
Radio Raheem will be back soon with Freddie Roach on Saturday night. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Hardest, busiest man in boxing, Radio Raheem with Freddie Roach.